Challenge runs are a staple of any gaming community, limiting the core gameplay mechanics in order to force you to think outside the box. A personal favorite of the genre for me has to be least actions. Minimum captures in Mario Odyssey, least jumps in Kirby games, stuff like that. And I wanted to do something similar for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What's the least possible amount of turns to beat the Elite Four in Champion? First, we're going to have to lay out some rules. My overall goal is to spend at most one turn on each Pokemon that I have to battle in this run. I'm counting a turn as any time I select a move or switch Pokemon. This includes the prompt to switch after knocking out a Pokemon. For any double battles, a move for both Pokemon is considered one turn. For XP grinding, quick battling will be allowed as I'm not selecting a move. At the start, I'll only be allowed 3 Pokemon and I'll unlock catching another one after each gym. My Pokemon will also have the same max level as the current gym. I'm also going to be resetting to my most recent save a couple times to re-attempt gym battles. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. While planning out the run, I didn't decide on my starter, Fuecoco, until routing the Elite Four. You'll see why much later. The first fight with Nemona is a forced 2 turns as you can't crit or do enough damage to one-shot. The next battle with Arven, however, is doable in one shot after quick battling like 200 Pokemon. Immediately after, there's another fight with Nemona where she now has 2 Pokemon. The safe assumption would be that the minimum turns for this fight is 2, but you don't actually have to win this battle. In fact, you don't have to win any of the Nemona battles in this run. I knew this going into the run, but I wasn't sure I could take advantage of it this early. There isn't any Pokemon in South Province Area 1 that I can catch for Nemona to one-shot. The only other way to lose in one turn would be self-destruct moves. This would feint my Pokemon and let me get through the Nemona battle in one turn. There aren't any Pokemon with self-destruct moves that are supposed to be accessible, so we're gonna have to get a little creative. If you follow Westmost Hill, you can actually use the lock-on feature to break yourself out of the starting area. This puts us on the rocky terrain in South Province Area 4. Up here there's a few new Pokemon we can catch, but there's only one that helps us. Riolu. At first glance, Riolu literally doesn't solve our problem. It only learns one self-destruct move and it's at level 52. But Riolu is very special. It evolves via Friendship. All Friendship evolution Pokemon learn a ridiculous amount of moves at level 1. And Lucario happens to learn Final Gambit then as well. Final Gambit is a move that does the user's remaining health and damage and then feints the user. So if we evolve Lucario and then use the Remember Moves function, we can get past the Nemona fight in just one turn. 2 more quick forced moves on the Team Star Trainers and then I'm off to the first gym. Before selecting my Pokemon for this gym, I knew I'd either have to win it with my starter, or I would need to use a Pokemon I was planning on using to defeat another gym. The reason for this is one of the gyms requires me to get 2 new Pokemon, and I don't have space for that right now. I tried using Fuecoco a few times, but I couldn't quite pick up a one-hit KO on Teddiursa. I tried both the Charcoal and the Wise Glasses, but they actually interact with Terrestrialization much differently than I thought they did. I assume they added a flat 1.2 or 1.1 times modifier to your final damage, but it actually applies to the move's base power. This is important because when you're using a move under 60 base power while Terrestrialize, it'll increase the base power to 60. Items like Charcoal and Wise Glasses are applied before this 60 base power increase, meaning they effectively do nothing for my moves right now. After learning this, I knew I'd have to catch a new Pokemon. Ultimately, I decided on Cloth. I plan on using him for an upcoming gym, so it'd save me a slot anyway, and I was pretty certain he could sweep the bug gym with ease. The next gym wouldn't be as easy though. Beyond needing high damage, I would also need a way to get through Gracias' ace, Sudowoodo. With the ability Sturdy, it's a huge hurdle for this challenge. Sturdy allows a Pokemon to survive on 1 HP if it's hit with a move that would otherwise one-shot it. This means I'd either have to use a Pokemon that can ignore Sturdy with their ability, or use a Pokemon that allows me to do damage on top of my move in the same turn. For abilities that allow me to ignore Sturdy, I could only think of 2. Mold Breaker, which ignores the effect of the target's ability, or Rough Skin, which does damage to any attacker that hits it with a move that makes contact. Sudowoodo having only contact moves means that if I can get him down to Sturdy, he'll die in the same turn when he hits me. The only Pokemon that I'm able to obtain with these abilities aren't able to do enough damage, as they're all physical attackers and Sudowoodo has a ridiculously high defense stat. My next idea was statuses. Both Poison and Burn do damage at the end of the turn, so as long as I could do enough damage for them to get in range of KOing, it would work. I first tried looking at Glimmet for its Toxic Debris ability. This allows it to set up a layer of Toxic Spikes whenever it's hit with a physical move. This would cause Sudowoodo to become poisoned once he hits the field. Though Glimmet's only a 1% encounter, so I'll only be going for that if I can't find anything else. As for burns, there aren't any moves that can consistently do high damage and have a high chance of burning that I have access to. For example, Crocalor only has a 10% chance to burn with Ember. Moves that can hit multiple times are also something I looked at. Unfortunately, they have the same problem as Ruskin and Mold Breaker Pokemon, as the only ones I can get are physical attacks. The last idea, and most promising, was trapping moves. Moves like Whirlpool, Sand Tomb, or Fire Spin, all which deal low base power of damage and then do 1/8 of the target's health. The only super effective one being Fire Spin. The best option for this seems to be Charcadet. It's catchable at level 14 with Fire Spin, making it the most obvious choice. But on its own it doesn't do enough damage, so we'll need to evolve it. If you collect 10 Bronzong plates or Sinistee chips, you can trade them to an NPC in Zapapico to get either Armor Rouge or Ceruledge, respectively. I chose Armor Rouge purely because its special attack is so much higher. Anyway, with Armor Rouge, Fire Spin does such an ungodly amount of damage that it's not even close. Next up is the Electric Gym. This was hell. First I exploded my Lucario on one of Nemona's Pokemon, all fine and well, but beyond that, it went downhill fast. When I tell you I had every gym down to a science, I mean it. I spent 10 full hours running calcs, made sure I had a solution for every Pokemon. But somehow, I must have calculated something wildly wrong because I genuinely could not beat Iono with Cloth like I'd planned. Cloth was struggling against the gym trainers, which should have been a sign I needed to pivot, but I just beat them with Sharpness Gallade and assumed it was a one-off thing. I then spent 3 full hours desperately trying to beat Iono in 4 turns to no avail. My strategy was Rock Blast, Terra Rock, Cloth, and I vaguely remember seeing it kill in the calcs, but I must have overlooked one thing or another because it is incapable of killing her ace without a crit and 5 hits of Rock Blast. To show you how hard this gym was, here's all the Pokemon I tried to use for this first gym that just cannot kill Bellibolt. With no remaining slots to catch a new Pokemon, I knew something had to change. And after mulling it over, the Pokemon I so obviously needed to get rid of was Cloth. Armor Rouge can very easily clear the first gym as well, and I didn't intend on using Cloth anywhere else. The struggle then became finding a Pokemon that could hit harder than that. I tried Rockruff. It has 15 more attack than Cloth when it evolves, and it learns Rock Blast by TM, but it doesn't evolve until 1 level after the level cap. I tried Icicle Spear, which didn't have any heavy hitters, before finally finding an answer. Bramblegast. With Bullet Seed and 15 more attack than Cloth, it should be able to win the gym battle much easier. This is assuming the AI always sends out its Pokemon in order. What I didn't learn until honestly like the champion fight was that if a Pokemon has only resisted moves, it'll change the order of its Pokemon, excluding the ace. This was causing Iono to skip Bellibolt and throw in Luxio first. This was a problem because Luxio's ability, Intimidate, lowers my Bramblegast's attack stat when it switches in, making it impossible for me to kill Bellibolt afterwards. Luckily, the answer for this was already on my team. If I Final Gambit into the Watchful with Lucario, nothing is left on the field, meaning you'll just send out Bellibolt as normal, allowing me to throw in Bramblegast and have everything go as planned. And after a few more hours of attempts... Please, 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 please tell me this kills. Please, please. Go, I need 5 still, don't I? Please kill, please kill, please kill, please kill. Let's go! Oh my god, that's forever! Beyond this point, everything goes relatively as planned with minor adjustments. During my initial planning, I decided to catch Magnezone for the 4th gym as none of my current Pokemon could do it, but now with Bramblegast over Cloth, I don't need to catch it as Bramblegast clears it easily. The 5th gym also had a slight hiccup. I thought about Palma as a way to sweep Larry not only here, but also in the Elite Four. Unfortunately, it can't get through to Dunsparce, and neither could a Pokemon like Krokorok with Moxie. So I eventually settled on Gallade. I caught him earlier because I had nothing better to do, and he's unbelievably strong. He gets Stab Sharpness boosted Sacred Sword at level 1. Despite not being able to run Terra Fighting due to being caught as a Ralts, it does not matter. He does such insane damage as you'll see later, but he sweeps the normal gym with ease. What I didn't know is the moment after you beat this gym, Nemona drags you outside for a rival battle. With no way for my Gallade to die in one hit, I had to try to use Lucario for the 5th gym. I knew it had the power necessary with Terra Fighting Aura Sphere, but I wasn't sure it could live Staraptor. After narrowly winning, I just blow myself up again against Nemona. The 6th gym was by far my favorite to lab out. Not only because it was a double battle, which is my preferred format, because I sat with friends on stream labbing it out while the thumbnail was being drawn by Mari. 2 of the 4 Pokemon were actually a somewhat simple solution. It's a ghost gym, so my immediate thought was just use Gengar. He doesn't actually learn Shadow Ball until after the gym's level cap, but to circumvent this, I can just keep it at a Ghastly until level 40. The other 2 were a problem. It was a Mimikyu with Disguise, an ability that allows it to absorb the first hit that it takes, followed by Toxtricity. The only option remotely strong enough to kill Mimikyu with Mold Breaker was Tinkaton, though that turned out to be useless. I couldn't consistently pick up a KO on both Pokemon without using Gigaton Hammer, a move you can't use 2 turns in a row. I wrote motherfucking Tinkaton Hammer. Here's where one of the most creative solutions comes in. Skill Link Cloyster. Now on paper that sounds incredibly generic, but I promise it's not as easy to obtain as you'd think. I can't catch it as a Shelter as it wouldn't be able to have Terra Ice by default, so I needed to catch a Cloyster, and it is catchable in the wild, as a 1% encounter. In the oceans. And I don't have Serve. Oh yeah, if you didn't think about it, I have to use base Mount Miraidon for this entire run. Look at this. Now imagine going literally anywhere. Okay, you get the point. After scouring the entire map, I found one spot you can stand in close enough to water, deep enough that Cloyster can spawn. And after 2 hours and 4 Cloysters encounter, I finally got one with an okay IV spread, Terra Ice, and Skilling. Also, Rhyme's Gym just gives you an Omni boost sometimes for no reason. I didn't need it, but it made the fight unbelievably trivial. Prior to the Elite Four, that's about as interesting as it gets. Dark Goggles Crocodile destroys the Psychic Gym in the minimum amount of turns, that being 9 to beat both the trainers and the gym leader. And Sharpness Gallade absolutely shreds through Grusha's team in just 4 turns. Though it is really satisfying watching Gallade just delete a Titan without terrestrialization. Beautiful. So far we've made it through every gym in the least amount of turns. Now all that's left is the Elite Four and Champion. First, I'll have to build my Elite Four team. The first 3 for our team are going to be Skeledirge, Cloyster, and Glimmora for very obvious reasons. They each match up into one of the Elite Four members extremely well. Gallade is also obvious with such a diverse move pool and hitting so ridiculously hard. And our last member, Houndour. Not Houndoom. Houndour gets Destiny Bond as an egg move obtained from catching Cacturne. You can transfer egg moves by having the Pokemon you want to learn it have an empty move slot and hold a Mirror Herb. You then just need a Pokemon that knows the move you want in your party and to start a picnic. What this move does is that if the user faints after using it, the attacker that knocked them out will also faint. He's here for a lot more than just death fodder. With our team ready, it's time for the Elite Four, starting with Rika. The solution I found was to use Cloyster. It can one-shot 4 of her 5 Pokemon, and the only 2 problems are Sandville Dugtrio, which makes my move slightly inaccurate once it sets up Sandstorm, and her ace, Clodsire, which can protect and waste a turn. I would have had to use Lucario for this, but his HP stat was lower than Whiscash, so I had to think of something else. My only setup I could find couldn't kill Whiscash, so I'm running Houndour here with Destiny Bond. 2 of its 4 moves should kill because I'm minus special defense nature and 0 IVs. Need to see stab? Stab that should kill. Yep, perfect. Whiscash dies. Did not miss Radiant Shell? Okay. That should be it. That should be the only challenge I had. Please. Come on. Do some of his kills. Oh my god. Okay, Rika done. The next member is Poppy. The only hurdle on her team is Magnezone with Sturdy, and this is when I finally decided on my starter when planning this run. With Skeledirge, I can use its signature move Torch Song to one-shot her lead Copperajah. Torch Song is a move that always raises my special attack by 1 stage, and because Torch Song is considered a sound move, I can activate my Throat Spray item, raising my special attack again. Torch Song should KO, pulling out 69 special defense. Does kill. I get the +1. Copperajah goes down, and my Throat Spray activates. Good. Alright, Bronzong, I can Torch Song again. Right next. Same thing. Magnezone comes out, is Sturdy, so I use Fire Spin. It should get it down to Sturdy. And it does? That's fine. I'm +3, it should kill Tinkaton. Tinkaton down. After that is Larry. With a Choice Scarf on Glimmora, its speed was increased by 50%, meaning that none of his Pokemon are faster. Raptor's not faster than 100, right? 100 exactly. I was gonna use Glimmora, but I think I'm gonna switch. Alright, I'm not gonna doubt myself. I was gonna use Hard Stone Glimmora, but I think I'm gonna pivot to Scarf. I think I can one-shot everything. 60 level cap. Make it? No, fuck, please don't tell me. Please. Please. Come on. Okay, I'm starting a level. Okay, cool. How much am I off by, actually? 98. I need one more. Wait, no. Glimmora, sorry. Fuck, I leveled from Pokemon anyway. It's go time. Okay. This is what I was scared of. I was scared of Staraptor coming in second on the Cloyster and I wouldn't be able to kill with Ice Shard because of Intimidate. My speed's about 120 and this thing's 100. I should have feed. Yep. Sorry, dies. I have no doubt this kills. Not speed. Good. This should kill. Let me go further than Mr. Raptor, I think. Flamingo goes down. One more member. And then the champion. I'm 11 Pokemon from doing it. Oh my god. Okay. I don't cancel this. I need Houndoom now. I didn't just bring it for Destiny Bond. The last member before the champion was Hassel. I'm going to be using the Choice Scarf again, but this time on Cloyster. My assumption was that the only way I could lose this was if Noivern flinched me, causing me to not be able to move. There's a chance I lose this. I could get air/flinched by Noivern. Dragon Ball's no air slash. I won. Oh my god, that almost killed me. Any priority? No. I don't think anything can outspeed me. I need to figure out why it switched up first. What did I have out? Flora? Yeah, it was a super effective move. Okay. I should outspeed everything else, but I'm so nervous. I didn't know Dragon Balls could do that much. I didn't even calc it. I just assumed the worst I could take was Super Fang. Icicle Spears and Contact, so it won't activate Poison Point. And that's bad. Good. That's close enough. I'd like it to be. Thank you, Cloyster. Champion left. That's it. Last up was Geeta. 67 moves later, and one trainer stands in my way from completing the challenge. I let Houndour evolve into Houndoom to use as a lead against her. The only two Pokemon he couldn't KO were Kingambit and Glimmora. I was hoping to see those two last. I don't know why I brought a Fire Blast TM, but I'll take it. I brought Houndour not only for Destiny Bond, but so I could evolve it mid-Elite 4 to get Houndoom for my lead. I should take a Dazzling Gleam and kill here. No crit, I live, I kill. I need to not miss. Good. Okay, go goes down. I want to see Veluza next. Look, that's fine. Flamethrower should kill. I just don't need to see Kingambit right now. 3 more. Gambit's next. Fuck! I can't kill this thing. Gotta hope it can kill itself. Please don't miss Stone Edge. Please. Iron Head. Kill. Please. Yeah. Okay. 2 more. Okay, I think I got it. Leaf Blade should kill. Barely. I outspeed because I'm 10 points higher. Oh my god. Okay, 1 more. Why the hell did she send it out of order? Because Gambit is super effective. It sent out Go-Go second because it would play rough. Okay. Last one. Please kill. I'm outsped. I live on 14. It crit me. Oh my god. Please kill. Let's go! Oh my god! That's so fucking wrong. I'm fucking shaking. Scarlet and Violet in the least moves. Done. Oh my god. And that's it. 73 moves later and the champion falls. This was a ton of fun to record and put together, and if you enjoyed it, consider subscribing. And before you go, I have a few thank yous and shoutouts I'd like to do real quick. Thank you to all the artists who made art for this video. All of them are linked in the description. Special thanks to RetroNC and Fluffy Glitch for letting me use their Tinkaton and Brambleghast sprites respectively. The sprite database on Pokemon Showdown didn't have them, and I'm really happy that they let me use theirs for free. And thank you to PKBs for helping me with this script. I really wanted this to be my best video so far, and I'm super appreciative he took time out of his day to help me better as a creator. If you like Nintendo content, specifically Smash Bros, check him out, his videos are incredibly entertaining. See ya!